being a diva, but when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Rainbow Warriors will put toe together and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Oakland. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Washington's offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Still running up the 40. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Huskies with the 1st and 10. Makes one man miss. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. They'll go with a direct snap. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
The Huskies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass. It's Hope. Rushes on him. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Hawaii's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third, turning it on. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Hope. Flips it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A strike downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. Aaron is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Catch inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. To a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Looking to fire. He's got it on the move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown. Any chance on this drive to even the score. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
To the air, it's Hope. Under fire, makes the catch. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking to throw on 1st down. Still looking on the move. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Good right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Iowa.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Flips it out to the back.
Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to bull his way in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Hope. Quickly complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's got it on the right. There he goes. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down, he'll throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Huskies racing to the line in the hurry up. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Huskies!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Browning. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that...
Turning it on! Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down?
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. And the Rainbow Warriors have their offense in high gear. Lost a throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Rainbow Warriors pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the ground with the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He's got it again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. Direct snap. Powers through the defender. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
The Rainbow Warriors back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And the Rainbow Warriors started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at 3. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. After run, now throw. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is good.
Hawaii, 28, Washington, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that that play. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll get this drive started from the 29. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. The Rainbow Warriors in a good spot here with second and short. They go right back to it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down. Time to take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. And for this receiver, hello, Viral.
Hello, Viral, and on every platform, everywhere, you're going to see it in top plays. Not 1, not 2, not 3, just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Dropping back, it's Hope. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Unloads quickly.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Now the play fake. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Tosses it incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Washington! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll try the run. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Rainbow Warriors with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Got the quick pass. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
By the receiver.
He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? He'll toss it. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Finds the tight end. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Rainbow Warriors are threatening in the red zone. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He'll set up to throw. Back's got it. Touchdown, Hawaii. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Back to throw, it's Hope, using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Huskies are in the hurry up.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Spins it out to the back. Finds him out of the backfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Here we go. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Hope. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on you.
Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and